Some people might say I have an addiction. Some might say I have way too many games. Actually, I think I need more. I actually have, right now, over 4 shelves of games just in this one room. There's several other more games in the other room, and even more games coming. I played all different types of games, from social to strategy games, and as well as casino games, as you can tell. But I've played every type of game there is, and I think that's what made me even more interested in making a better game. A game called King's Authority. So King's Authority is a 2 to 8 player game. It's a social game. It's a card drafting game. And the concept behind the game is that you own one of these playmats, which is your country. And on each one of these playmats there is the lower section, which is your dock. And then the upper section is where you're shipping it out to sea. And once it reaches the end, the number 3, you have reached your destination and you receive your rewards for your cargo being able to go out. In the game, you are trying to get sets or runs of 5. And on top of it, there is 5 different countries. Your cargo is numbered in the left-hand corner from 1 to 7. It also has 5 different flags on it. So even though that this one has an X on it, doesn't mean it always has an X on it. It can have any one of these 5 different flags on it. So you're trying to get a set of 5 or a run of 5. Once you get a set or run, and we're going to do run, you're going to take this run of 5, you're going to put it on your cargo space number 1, and you're going to leave it open so people know that this is a run. If you keep it closed, it tells them it's a set of 7s. On each turn, you will move it 1 space. Next turn, you'll move it another space. Your objective, like I said, is to get it here to number 3 and achieve it. But in the meantime, while you're trying to do that, there are cards that can help you as well as hinder you. So these cards are your playing cards, your character cards. And we'll go into better explanation of this on the next round. But one of the most interesting cards in this game is the end of game card, which gets played if there's 3 pieces of cargo on any playmat, and it can end the game. Keyword, can end the game. Doesn't mean it does end the game. There's ways to alter that. In this game, while you're doing this, you only start with 1 discard pile. And you have 7 cards in your hand. You add 2 more, so you add up to 9 cards in your hand, but you always have to get back down to 7. And your objective is to make these cargo sets to get them to go. If you happen to have 9 cards in your hand, you need to get back down to 7, you put it in your discard pile. In the beginning of the game, you only start with 1 discard pile, and the good thing about the discard pile, you can pick up from the top of the discard pile. So you definitely want to make sure you get these cards. These are your peer cards. This adds an extra discard pile. So you can add another card here. So if you don't have peers, you're stuck with 1 location that you're discarding. But please note that you can only have 4 peers on your playmat. Once you go over 4, it destroys your peer, and it's the peer that has the most cards. In this game, there's over 325 cards, which are between cargo and playing cards. And it's a very interesting, fast-paced game. It takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour on average. It could take less, it could take more, especially if everyone's new, right? These cards have information on them to help people understand what the cards do, but please note that after a few times that these cards end up in your hand, you don't even need to read them. So it's just a way for people that are brand new to get a feel of the game and feel comfortable and confident, and they'll have to look at a cheat sheet to give away that they have something interesting in their hand. So that's the intro to this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Please follow me along in number 2, where I go into greater description of each one of the cards. This is King's Authority. See you then.